Hey, how'd that go yesterday, Artie, when you did that TV show?
Well,
I didn't even ask
at the Food Network?
Oh,
Artie,
you did a Food Network thing?
Artie got to go to the Food Network.
All right. Let me just set this up by saying what I thought was going to happen yesterday, okay? I thought I was going to go to the Food Network and be a guest on a television show.
Right, that's what I heard.
Right. Rachel Ray's 30-Minute Meals, one of my favorite shows.
You love that show.
Oh, she's Italian. She makes the best food. And she heard the show and they said, look, if Artie wants to come, and what I thought she said was beyond the show, he could come. And, you know, I got the DVD out. I figured maybe I could plug it or whatever. And then she's a fan, and she mentioned, oh, if Dana wants to come, she could come, too. So now I'm thinking, oh, Dana could be a guest on the show, too. It'd be a fun little thing for me and Dana to share with, you know, maybe she could show Dana how to cook me a meal.
Right.
So
he's already programmed.
Right.
Yeah.
So Jason in the back sets it all up. He's like, you're all set. Food Network. Rachel's expecting you. She's very excited.
So you go over.
That's my lame Jason impression. So I say to Dana, Dana's been very stressed out at work lately, and I say she doesn't nervous about being on TV, like with the Newlywed Gamers. She sort of clams up a little.
Right, I get that.
And I said, well, listen, we'll make it easy. We'll make a whole day of it. I said, what's the best salon in New York you've ever heard of? She goes, Frederick Fekkai. She goes, I can take a personal day from work. I said, I'll send you a town car, pick you up while I'm on the air, take you to Frederick Fekkai. You get a haircut, you get a coloring, whatever a Jersey broad does.
A nice douche.
You get treated like a queen at Frederick Fekkai.
Yeah.
You know, like a town car there.
That's
and I'll
thoughtful.
Right, and I'll come get you. So you look great, because you're going to be on television, so you look, you be comfortable about it.
See how sweet you are when you're sober?
She's like, wow, thank you. I was drunk when I said that.
Yeah, right, go ahead.
She goes, wow, thank you. That'll be a great day for us to share, sort of like a Valentine's Day thing.
Right.
Late Valentine's Day.
That is good.
So, she goes to Frederick Fekkai. I get a car for her, takes her to Frederick Fekkai. She's there for like 3 hours. I get off the show.
By the way, they have to be thrilled at Frederick Fekkai, because at least she comes in, she's got a great body. Imagine some of the fat slobs they got to rub down over there.
Yeah. And a couple of hot chicks were working on her, I must say.
Yeah, that's erotic.
It was hot. Yeah. It was to walk in there, but I was getting a lot of nasty looks when I walked in.
Oh, that's your boyfriend?
Yeah.
What a shame. You take such good care of yourself.
Ew.
Oh, how lucky for you. So I go there, I get the bill with the tip.
$500.
$485.
Nice.
You got out easy. What are you complaining about?
The town car cost me about $50.
Go ahead.
$60 with a tip. We go over to the Food Network, getting ready for our big TV appearance. We get to Rachel Ray. She's the biggest sweetheart in the world.
Okay.
She's a doll. She has gifts for us and everything. We sit there, and the thing was, she's going to make us a meal on the show, talk to us on the show a little bit, and then I'm going to eat the food that she made on the show.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So they're not taping. We sit down, and she starts making me a sandwich. She made me this muffalata sandwich, which is all these Italian cold cuts. It was great. And I'm like, well, why are you feeding us now? We're going to eat during the taping. She goes, no, this is the food you're eating. I said, and so listen, so now I'm confused. I go, okay, you know, so me and Dana sit there, and she's got her $500 haircut. We're ready to get on the air. We eat the sandwiches, and then the producer comes over and says, okay, now where do you want to watch the taping from?
Oh, my God. How embarrassing.
I said, what do you mean? I said, where do we sit on the set? The guy goes, what are you talking about? I go,
I don't want to sit and watch a TV.
He goes, well, you know, we understand you want to watch the taping. And I'm like, no, I don't want to watch a TV taping. I'm here to be on the show. Like, maybe plug a DVD. They go, no, we thought you just wanted to watch your tape.
Oh, my God. Who wants to go watch the TV show?
It's a real awkward thing. Like, everybody's looking down, like nobody knows what to say, and then they go, well, we're not set up for that. We don't have guests on the show. We thought you just...
Jason, what are you, retarded?
No, but
what's the matter with you?
Wow. First of all, this conversation with Artie, like, never took place in this way. Rachel Ray is a big fan of Artie. She goes, I'd love to have him down to the show. I thought I presented it to Artie. I mean, I thought this was the way it was going to be, that Artie was going to go
I'll take the... It was probably a misunderstanding on my part.
So she called and said, I'd love to have him down to the show.
She was trying to get booked on the show.
Right.
And in the course of our correspondence...
You know what we do? We book her, but we leave her out in the green room.
Give her a sandwich.
In the course of our correspondence, I mentioned that Artie was a really big fan of hers. And she says, oh, I'd love to have him down to the show. I took that to mean watch the show. I thought that's how I presented it to Artie also. And I gave him all the emails, gave him the details that they came up. So I was shocked to hear that. I had no idea he was planning that.
And they don't
agent. I wasn't trying to book you for a gig.
So basically,
I didn't know.
Basically, Dana got a $500 haircut to eat a sandwich.
So weren't you feeling really embarrassed in front of Dana?
Oh, God. Yeah, so then we sit there, and now they're like, oh, you know, God,
you watched the taping?
I felt bad. You
should have said, listen, I got to get out of here.
I've been on a couple of TV shows.
But Howard, they don't even have an audience.
No.
It's a cold set.
No, they don't have an audience. So now, like, the crew has to move for us to sit, and we watched like one sort of setup where she's cooking these burgers. The burgers look great.
And meanwhile, they're probably laughing at you when you leave, like, hey, that idiot thinks he's going to be on the show.
And I'm sitting there going, and Dana goes, you thought we were going to be on the show? I'm like, yeah. What do we do? So we watched one thing to one commercial, and then I said, hey, Rachel, I gotta take off, all right? And then I didn't know. I didn't want to watch a taping of a TV show.
Right.
Gee, you've never seen that before.
Well, yeah, I've been, you know.
Oh, man, what a drag.
But she was very nice, Rachel Ray. She gave us a bunch of nice gifts, and, you know, I still love the show and everything. But you should
have just gone over and beat her with a frying pan.
She was really a sweetheart, but it was just a big misunderstanding. It was just so funny when we ate the sandwich, and I'm like, okay, now. She goes, where do you want to watch the show from?
You should have said, hey, honey, why don't you go out and get me another sandwich?
You know, there was a weird part where Artie asked if Dana could come, and I had to ask her if she could, and they said, oh, we don't know if there's enough room for her to stand around and all this stuff. Because, you know, they have a small set. Like Robin said, there's no audience there. So, you know, I just thought...
And then they said, oh, let's have Dana. And
so, you know, there was a whole thing, and they said, okay, we're going to have Dana. But the whole thing was always set up for him to just watch the show, and I didn't realize he thought he was going to be on the show.
Why would I want to watch the taping of a show?
You go, I'm a huge fan. She wants to have me down. It's awesome. So, but I said it was to watch.
Wow.
I'd rather watch my mother cook a meal.
$4.85. I don't know. I haven't seen your mom, but Rachel's hot. I'd rather watch her.
Well, I mean,
hey, Artie, guess who just called? Letterman. Wants to know if you want to come down to the show.
Yeah.
They got some great food in the green room.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what was embarrassing is I had to talk Dana into this. He's like, I don't want to be on TV. I'm like, come on, it'll be fun. I'll take it.
Come on, honey, let me introduce you to my world.
$485 later, she took off a day of work.
Oh, what humiliation. Thank God you sent her to Frederick Fakai.
Yeah, you're right. At least she had
something of it.
Boy, I would have loved to have a $485 day with my ex-wife.
When's the last time you had that?
That was the tip wouldn't even be $485.
But guess what?
That was an hour of legal fees.
That's right.
The end of the rainbow for Dana was, of course, she got to make out with me at the end of the day.
Her new hairdo.
She got to make out with me and my muffalata sandwich breath. Do you know what a muffalata sandwich is?
It's all cheese and onions.
It's cheese and Brazil. It's all these like super sod, all these cold cuts on bread, but it's with this olive garlic paste that they put on.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a breath that could knock over the Chrysler building. And
What is it, Ralph?
We're making out.
Artie, don't you have an agent? I mean, why would you let Jason book you on a show? I mean,
listen,
especially if you want to promote something. Wouldn't you get that clear up front and say, hey, I want to promote this, and do I have time? And, you know, you want a clip of my DVD or something?
I thought it was clear. But I don't blame Jason for this. I don't. It's my fault.
I don't either. I blame you.
I don't blame Jason. I think the move would have been now for all shows to call Artie to come on down.
Just to watch and sit on the side.
It'd just be great if like 7 or 8 shows goof on him.
Artie's going to be on Letterman tonight.
Actually, I'm supposed to do Conan Wednesday night.
Are you sure?
I usually get on the air there.
Why don't you bring Dana on with you?
Yeah.
Conan's going to pick you a sandwich.
I tell you what, though, man, it was a good sandwich. I'd consider going back there every day just to eat with them.
Artie, I'm getting you booked. That's it. It's done. I apologize.
Jason, start knocking some heads around.
Next week, Artie on The View, 3rd row center.
That's a great story.
It was literally like why would I want to watch a taping? I've been on several awful shows. I've seen how they do it.
You've been in them.
I've been in them. I've been paid a lot of money to be
I love that she thinks Artie would want to sit there and watch it.
I mean, what am I, a retard?
Yeah, like imagine
Artie,
the ego. Imagine the ego of this woman.
Right.
But I'm saying he must come off as more of a loser than we think.
She has a friggin' cooking show.
And she thinks Artie wants to watch.
Robin, have Artie come down.
Robin, make no mistake, I come off as an enormous loser.
Hold on, that might be a little bit of, that's definitely my fault, because since I was coming from a different angle, I kept writing her, you know, her publicist or whoever letter saying, Artie's so excited about this, He's a huge fan. He can't wait to come down.
Why are you speaking for Artie?
What a goof!
Why are you writing for Artie?
Because he doesn't write emails.
Yeah, but you want to know something? Artie, well, as soon as you get something like that from Jason, give it to your agent.
Yeah.
See, my manager would have
The manager barely, what is he doing for you?
No, my manager would have went, and again, I don't blame Jason for this. This is my fault. But my manager would have went, you want to watch a TV show?
Yeah, at least you would have known.
And then I would have said no, and then he goes, well, that's what they want you to do, and then it just never would have happened.
Yeah, then there would have been no sandwich.
And no story.
All right, thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Jason. We got to get back to news. Bob Schimmel.
That's my story of the day.
Bob's
a pitiful son of a bitch.
But the 485, the Frederick Fekkai, all those, you walk in there and it's all these like effeminate guys like, ooh, that's your boyfriend, wow.
Wow, you're doing bad.
Yeah.
How sad. What is that, Joan Rivers?
How sad. I walked in looking like a homeless person.
Oh, man.
Frederick Fekkai. I could have gave her a better haircut.
Yeah, that's great.
No, it was nice. They treated her very well.
Yeah, sure.
She got the coloring.
That's like getting invited to the coffee shop at the Bunny Ranch.
Right.
Meanwhile, her hair looked the same as it's always looked.
Yeah, that's the thing. All right, what else is in the news?
Michael Jackson, more of the transcripts of his grand jury testimony, not his grand jury testimony, but grand jury testimony have leaked out. And now they say that what they didn't know before is some of the people who testified were ex-employees. An ex-security guard, an ex-house manager, and a charter flight attendant saw Jackson with children and had something to add. Their accounts don't say that they actually saw him molesting anybody, but